Have you ever heard of a brain-eating amoeba? It sounds like a movie monster, but for one woman in Texas, it became a tragic reality, and it all started with something as simple as a sinus rinse. Let's rewind. A 71-year-old woman living in her RV began to feel unwell, headaches, fever, nausea. At first, nothing unusual, but soon things took a turn. Seizures, confusion, and then, heartbreakingly, she passed away just 8 days after her symptoms began. The culprit? A tiny single-celled organism that's sometimes called the brain-eating amoeba. Normally, you'd find this creature in warm lakes or ponds, especially in the summer, not lurking in your drinking water. But in this rare case, the amoeba found its way into the woman's body through nasal irrigation. She'd been rinsing her sinuses with water straight from her RV faucet. No boiling, no sterilization. Now here's where things get chilling. Isn't dangerous if you swallow it, but if it enters your nose, it can travel up the olfactory nerve, right through your skull, and into your brain. There, it starts to consume brain cells, astrocytes, neurons, the works. This infection is called primary amoebic meningoencephalitis, or PAM, and it's as grim as it sounds. Most people who get PAM die within days. Between 1962 and 2023, only 164 cases have ever been reported in the U.S., and just 4 survived. The symptoms begin like any other infection: headache, fever, maybe a stiff neck, but soon it progresses to confusion, loss of balance, and even hallucinations. It's often misdiagnosed until it's too late. So how did this amoeba end up in the RV water? Investigators couldn't find it in the water after the fact. Testing happened weeks later, but they did notice the disinfectant levels were too low and the water was cloudy. That's the perfect environment for microbes to hide in biofilms, thin layers that stick to tanks and pipes. Here's the key takeaway. If you ever do a sinus rinse, whether at home, in an RV, anywhere, never use tap water unless it's been boiled or sterilized. The CDC recommends only distilled or sterile water for nasal irrigation. It's a simple step, but it could save your life. Stories like this remind me how the smallest things, water quality, a sinus rinse, can have huge consequences. By staying informed and just a bit careful, you can keep yourself safe from even the rarest threats. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and stay safe.